Thomas, to preview our Premier League game against Everton. We'll operate in the usual fashion of the first section being the broadcast section, and then in the second section we'll do a daily newspaper section. We're going to start with Dharmesh from Sky Sports News. Dharmesh, if you unmute yourself, away you go.
Good afternoon, Thomas. Good to see you. Can we start off with team news for Everton first of all?
Yeah, sure. NG N'Golo will be back on the bench tomorrow. He did the last 2 training sessions. Trevor Chalobah did the last 2 training sessions, will also be back in the squad. So it's Mateo Kovacic and Ben Chilwell out for the moment.
You've had injury issues all season. They seem to be easing just a bit there, but especially in the midfield area. I know hindsight's a wonderful thing, but any part of you regretting allowing Conor Gallagher to go on loan over the summer? And can you clarify whether there is a recall option with him?
No, I will not clarify because it's Detail's contract, and Detail's contract will not be discussed in press conferences. I said many times how much we like Conor and how well he's doing. Nothing has changed. We saw his goals, we see his performances all the time. There's absolutely no regret because maybe it seems like it was the perfect decision for him, and we discussed mainly for him what the best option was in summer. You cannot take the circumstances from now and doubt the decision from July. It simply is not possible. And we did what we did, and we are very happy with it because obviously it works out for Conor, and we need to work our issues out. Which is that we are like a bit unlucky in having injuries in the center of our game, and we're suffering from it. But this has nothing to do with Conor.
I know you've been asked this a lot, but it's now 17 days until the transfer window opens. That means 17 days when Antonio Rudiger, Cesar Azpilicueta, Andreas Christensen, Thiago Silva can sign a pre-contract agreement with a foreign club. Do you have any developments on their situations, and is it becoming a source of worry for you now when you enter such a crucial period?
No, not so much. I got scared now when you told me, but this will disappear again, this feeling. I think that all of these players know very well how much we appreciate them, which big role they play in our plans and in the presence of this team and of this club. And I think they will be like they are very aware of it and will not throw it away like this. So yeah, of course it's their right now to do things, but it's also their right to stay with us and create the future and be a part of the future of Chelsea Football Club. And we are on it. We are on it with patience. We are on it with also with confidence, and we are on it with a trust in the relationship between the players and staff, of course, but also between the players and the club. And this is how it should be.
Last couple from me, Thomas. On potential Chelsea signings, when you decide who you want to sign, does a player's vaccination status become a factor now?
Wow. I don't think so, because where would this end? Vaccination is still a free choice, and we are still like free people and adult people, and everybody needs to make his choice. And of course, it's strange times and crazy times, so we need to be very careful. And but it has not gone so far, like here at the moment with us, that we discuss the vaccination status. Anyway, we are not in talks right now about that we bring in players, because first of all we trust our squad and hope that we can bring all players back and be in full strength. Then we have a strong squad and a good atmosphere to protect. And this is where we are right now.
Last one, Dharmesh.
Yeah, just finally, Thomas, you've got a good relationship, I know, with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Given how well you know him, are you surprised at the recent turn of events, and will you reach out to him to see if he's okay?
I will at some point, but it's. I don't want to also to disturb. I think that he was a very important player for me, and we had a very close relationship until today. Like when we meet, it's still always very, very nice, and I can only say the best thing about Oba as a player and as a person. I feel sorry for him that he's in trouble. This is not where he should be with his kind of quality and the positive character that he has, and I still believe in this. But I'm not involved, and I'm not involved in what's going on at his club now. And for this, I want to also show my respect and not be involved and judge what is right and wrong. I just have my picture, my relationship with Oba, and this is not affected by that.
Simon Stein, BBC.
Hiya, Thomas. Just going back to the COVID situation, do you talk about it with your players? We're obviously being told by the government that we need booster jabs. There's a lot of conversation around whether players have been double vaccinated or not. Is it something that you speak about with the players?
Not me in person, but we as a club speak with the players on a regular basis, and of course they are informed. They are we have recommendations, we have informations, and we speak on a very regular basis from club to players and from club to staff.
And just on another kind of non-football note, are you across what's happening with the African Cup of Nations at the moment? Because clearly there are a couple of your players who might be going, and there's uncertainty over whether the tournament's going to happen or not.
Yeah, it's quite. We live from day to day, not really knowing what's going on. So right now, at the moment, we think like everything is taking place, and we are aware that everything can be turned upside down in these days, so we need to stay flexible and adapt to whatever's coming.
And in terms of your team, obviously you got the win on Saturday, but Manchester City seem to have hit a bit of a run of form. They've got a few points clear now. Is there more pressure on Chelsea to win these games now and maintain pace with them? Always.
Like not so long ago, it was the opposite position, and Man City turned things around, and I think that in the moment they have good form, and they show it, and they show the quality. There was never a doubt that they have the quality. They have since years. They show this consistency and know what it takes to be in the title race with Liverpool. Both teams have no injuries issues at the moment, and this helps a lot. But we knew before that if we demand from ourselves to compete with City and Liverpool for the title, that we will face adversity and we will face tough moments. This was clear before, so we cannot surprise now, and we cannot give in and we not give up. This is simply impossible, because we knew before, we committed before, and we enjoy being in the middle of adversity and in the middle of difficult moments, because maybe it's exactly what we need at the moment to overcome it. We were lucky this weekend. We did not feel so lucky, blessed with luck when we played in West Ham and went out with a defeat. We did absolutely not have the luck on our side when we played a draw against Burnley, so there's no we should not start to excuse and to say sorry for a late victory. We found a way to win this game, and the next game is in front of us against Everton. We play at home, and we do what is needed to have the possibility to win 3 points. That's it.
Nick Purewell.
Hi Thomas, just on Matteo, when would you expect him back in training? And I'm assuming you don't have no one else has tested positive for COVID, just checking that.
Right now it's Matteo out and Chile for injuries, and Matteo is released It's a good question. Like the day after tomorrow, maybe. Like I think day after tomorrow, and then we need to see. I mean, then he's out for 7-8 weeks. In summary, with injury, with COVID. It's then one thing to have NG back now on the bench. It's one thing to get Matteo back at the end of the week. Does this mean that they can... This is really NG? Is this really Matteo? I doubt that, because that would mean that the others who are constantly in training, that it's not necessary to do this. So it will take a while, but it will be a good day if both of them are back. Good day for us.
Last question in the broadcast, Jerry Cox.
Hi, Thomas. Is Romelu Lukaku anywhere near fit yet? You said for 90 minutes. You said all along he's probably only ready for 45. And just quickly, no clean sheets for 5 games. Is that a concern? Is it something you've worked on?
It shows us that we were spoiled. It shows us how hard it is. It teaches us this lesson. Maybe we over-expect clean sheets from us. In the last 3 games, we conceded 8 goals. This is more concerning than not having a clean sheet, because for a clean sheet in these kind of competitions where we play, you need also luck. You need an extraordinary goalkeeper. You need a certain momentum. And this is what we had also in the beginning of the season to escape sometimes. So 1 goal is always possible. Like, even if you do everything right, it's possible. But 3 and 2 is a bit too much, to be honest. And we are on it. We're on it. It makes you appreciate. It makes you understand how hard we worked before. What it takes to be so consistent and not conceding. And we want to get back on track, it's clear. Maybe it shows us how much details matter, how much individual top level in every situation matters, and hopefully we get this consistency in not conceding back into our game, because it's crucial if you want to win consecutive football matches on this level. And then to Romelu, well, fitness, we can debate endlessly what is fit and what is not fit. Player will say, I'm fit. Maybe some fitness coaches will agree, disagree, and then comes the head coach and maybe disagrees or agrees. It depends also on the game, on the intensity level of the game. We let him play some 70-something minutes against Zenit. Then we had a lot of traveling and a lack of sleep, and a very intensive opponent with Leeds. So we decided not to put him in this turmoil straight away. But I think he can play 70 plus, but it depends on how the game goes.
Okay, that's the end of the broadcast section. We'll do a quick daily newspapers. If you'd like a question in the daily newspaper section.